Hello Management 106 class, my name is Aubreys, currently in my second year of studying a BCom Ag, and this is my visual presentation on rising dairy prices. Dairy prices have continued to increase over the past few months, particularly at the April 4th global dairy auction, where whole milk powder rose 2.4% from the previous auction a fortnight previous. If these prices for one of New Zealand's leading export earners continue to rise, it will have a lasting positive impact on the country's dairy industry. Gerard Hutchings' article was chosen because I have grown up on the family dairy farm in the Waikato and have a strong interest and passion for the industry. As shown in the graph, prices for whole milk powder have continued to rise in 2017. This is opposed to the 2015-16 season when whole milk powder plummeted to a devastating low of $2,062 per metric tonne. The reasons for such fluctuations in price surround global supply and demand of milk, particularly whole milk powder. In 2012, New Zealand's main export country, China, placed a high demand on whole milk powder to accommodate their ever-growing population. Whole milk powder is suited because of its health attributes such as high protein and calcium content. This unprecedented demand brought about a phase of dairy conversions, particularly in the Canterbury Plains and southern regions. This was because of the attractive prices being earned in comparison to sheep and beef cropping margins. These high levels of demand were met by high levels of supply that kept up with the demand. New Zealand dairy farming became more intensive, with high input systems being used to maximise production and profit. As a result, New Zealand emphasised its status as the leading dairy nation in the world through our effective farming systems and cutting-edge technology, helping to raise efficiency and output. However, when demand decreased in China, they began to stockpile whole milk powder as supply was in excess. Large stockpiles meant that surplus of whole milk powder was created, resulting in prices decreasing, creating issues for the New Zealand export market. The past few seasons has seen this surplus diminish and demand increase to $2,924 on the April 4th auction. Increased demand results in New Zealand dairy payout to increase above the record low that was recorded in the 2015-16 season of $3.90, which was a result of poor global demand for Fonterra's commodity products. When China stockpiled and caused a reduced price for whole milk powder, the New Zealand dairy industry was affected in a large way, and as mentioned, the Fonterra payout was $3.90 for the 2015-16 season. Dairy NZ estimates that the break-even point for the average dairy farmer is around $5.80. Financial pressure was placed on farmers across the country, with a handful selling out of the industry as a result. A poor payout affects the entire country, with the GDP increasing by an average of only 1% from previous quarters. Dairy farmers are forced to cut costs through buying less supplementary feeds and laying off some staff. However, increased global demand has led to Fonterra forecasting a payout for the 2017-18 season of greater than $6. The current 2016-17 season has a payout of $6 as shown in the graph. This illustrates the fluctuations in prices over the years. A $6 payout or greater will have positive impacts on the industry. Farmers will be able to make cash surpluses and be able to make loan repayments, invest in capital infrastructure, or further develop their businesses. When farmers earn cash surpluses, other industries benefit as well. This is because when farmers purchase infrastructure, supplements and other things, supporting companies also thrive. This can be on a large scale, i.e. purchasing land, which benefits real estate agents or lawyers, or on a very small scale, such as a farmer buying his lunch in a small rural service town. This influx of money from a good payout therefore not only benefits the dairy industry, but sporting industries also. A trend that has been alluded to is the high volatility that milk prices have. The industry can mitigate these and create more predictable and reliable payout for our farmers. This can be achieved by selling less commodity products like whole milk powder and put more focus on selling niche products, much like the Tatua Dairy Company does. Tatua specialises in producing quality niche products such as mascarpone cheese and high-end health products. This results in the co-op consistently having higher payouts than competing dairy companies. helping Tatua's shareholders to record sufficient cash surpluses. Other companies should therefore move away from selling commodity products and put research into niche products that can be sold to the high-end market for high prices. Mitigating price volatility can be achieved through more trade agreements being created. This will allow for New Zealand exports to be sold to more countries without tariffs affecting the price. Furthermore, reducing the risk of relying on largely one main export country in the form of China. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope you've enjoyed learning about the fluctuating dairy prices and effects they have on the country.